Okay, so I got a very popular pickup truck here with me. It is the 2024 Toyota Tacoma, and this trim level is the TRD Off-Road. Okay, so the Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road is starting at $42,900. And the color that you see here, this one in particular is called Underground. Okay, so as you can see here, it has the grille, which is a pretty standard grille. I do like it personally, but what I don't like is that they use the logo rather than the actual name. And down here, it has the LED fog lights. Okay, so let's go underneath the truck. And as you can see here, it has the two black recovery hooks, one on the left and one on the right. And then you have the skid plate right here. It also has a 11-inch ground clearance, which pretty nice. And it has LED headlights, which are pretty standard. So as you can see here, it has the black fender flares, and then it also has the 17-inch alloy wheels, which you also could see right here in the center cap, it has the TRD logo in red, which that's typically the color they go with the TRD lineup. And it also has off-road tires and Bilstein shock absorbers. So if you walk over here, you can see the Tacoma branding, and then on the side mirror, they also have blind spot monitoring. And as we go further to the back of the truck, you will see that they have a TRD off-road sticker, which is pretty cheap. As you can see here, I'm messing with it. You could probably peel this off if you really try, which, you know, I would think they put a little bit more effort into this. And it does have LED tail lights, as you can see right here. And if we move right here underneath the truck in the back, you see it also comes with a spare tire, which I think is super neat, especially if you have a tire go out, you can have a brand new one right underneath. And then we have the tow hitch for if you're pulling a trailer or something of the sort. It actually has the tow package with this pickup truck, so that means it comes with all the stuff you would need to connect your trailer, so to make sure the lights and everything works for it. So this pickup truck is 4-wheel drive, and you can see the Tacoma logo right here on the tailgate. Okay, so as I open the tailgate, which it opens extremely smoothly and it doesn't slam down, so it has a very easy release. So not as good as other pickup trucks that I tried recently, but it does have a very good release. So let's hop in the back of the truck. And as you can see here, it does have tie down hooks for if you have something inside and you want to keep it from moving, you can tie it down. And if you can see right here, it also has a little storage area where you can store some of your items. And above that, there's a power outlet. And if you come over here to the other side of the bed of the truck, you will see they have another storage compartment with more outlets and USB ports. And as you can see here, there are bed lights that go all the way around to light up the bed for nighttime trips or nighttime missions. Whatever you're doing, they do light it up. And there's also some above head right here. Okay, so let's hop out of here. And the tailgate is very easy to close for those people that don't like heavy tailgates, and it closes very smoothly for my opinion. So this truck that I'm reviewing in this video in particular, it does have a TRD off-road upgrade package, which costs $5,855. And there are some other upgrades to this truck in particular, but we will get to those in a second. But if we add the delivery fee, which is $1,495, then it brings the total MSRP to $50,250. If we add on sales tax, which is 7% in my area, that will be an additional $3,517.50, which will bring the new total to $53,767.50. Okay, so let's get inside this pickup truck. Okay, we open the front door, and the first thing you see is the TRD branding right here on the door, which is very good. And some storage compartments right here as well. And then we have the rubberized handle for the door, which the quality to detail here is immaculate in my own opinion. And we come down to the speaker system where it is JBL, which more on that later because they did some things with JBL for this pickup truck, but stick around for the whole video to see what that's about. So right here we have the Tacoma all-weather floor mats, which, hold on before you get too excited, it is very nice and it has a lot of quality to it, but this is an additional $339 because this is an additional accessory, meaning your overall total for the pickup truck would now be $54,130.23. So as we hop into this pickup truck, you would notice it does have power seats, and it also is push to start, and you can see the driver display right behind the steering wheel, which is a very clear and clean display. So of course you do have your basic controls in front of you, but you also have the wireless charging pad and a few USB ports right here as well. And it does have a little handle right here for whenever you're doing those all terrains. And you also have the leather TRD gear shift. And right here next to that, you have the drive mode dial, which it goes into sport, normal, or eco. And you have some cup holders here with the center console, and it has a little bit of space, not much, but you can put some of your belongings there as well. So that upgrade we was talking about earlier, this is one of those features that's a part of that upgrade. It is the 14-inch display screen. This is a very, very nice screen, I'm not going to lie. And if you look on the side of the 14-inch screen, you will see there is a place for a USB port, but this also has tactile buttons just as well as touchscreen, which is pretty interesting as well. And this TRD off-road does have cloth seats, but they are heated. But they are a part of that package that you had to pay additional money for in order to have those heated seats. So this Tacoma in particular does have the JBL Flex Bluetooth speaker, which is right here on the dash, but it's cool the way that they did it because it actually pops out of the dash where you can then remove the speaker and take it to different places. And as you can see from the detail of the speaker, they did a phenomenal job in the quality to detail for this. And when you're done listening to it in a different area, you can come back and pop it back into the center console. So this Tacoma does have a sunroof that does open and close, and you have the tilt technology as well installed in the sunroof. Okay, so let's say you wanted to finance this pickup truck and you put $0 down for 72 months at an 8% APR. Your monthly payments will be $942.72. So we will need to get car insurance for this vehicle, and that will roughly be about $183 a month, bringing your total monthly cost to $1,125.72. Okay, so let's check out the back seat. And as you can see, it's not the most space back here, but once you get situated, it's all right. It's kind of comfortable, but like I said, it is pretty tight. I'm not the tallest guy in the world, nor am I the biggest guy, but it doesn't have as much space as you would expect the Tacoma to have. And of course, you do have your basic features like an overhead light, some cup holders, and also a plug outlet, and also some USB ports. So another thing I want to mention just really quick, because I've been doing a lot of reviews on pickup trucks lately, and I noticed that the back pocket on the front seats, it only has one, typically on the right side. The left side does not have a back pocket. So if you wanted a pickup truck with back pockets on both sides, this is not the one. But it also has a power rear window, which I think is really neat. But I do want to show you some features that's not so basic. So if you pull the back seat up, you will see there's a fairly large JBL speaker that sounds great. And the JBL speaker isn't the only hidden feature. If you look underneath the back seat, you would also see there's extra storage back there that you can store some of your other belongings. So if you wanted to buy the 2024 Toyota Tacoma TRD off-road, straight off the lot, no financing, after MSRP, upgrades and accessories, delivery fee, sales tax, and insurance, it would cost you $48,095.50. So in my personal opinion, would I say the Toyota Tacoma is worth $48,000? Personally, I would say yes if you're in the market for a pickup truck, but overall, me personally, I'm not the biggest pickup truck fan, so I wouldn't spend that much on this Toyota Tacoma in particular. I'm sure there's a lot of models they made that are just as efficient or work just as good, maybe not have all the features, but overall, through the ones I've tested, I would say the Toyota Tacoma is probably the top of the list in my personal opinion. But what do you think? Let me know if the Toyota Tacoma is worth $48,000 or if maybe they are charging a little bit too much. But with that being said, I'll see y'all on the next one.